Greetings my friend again. As I've said yesterday, today will be the last video of this series. I'm more than glad to take suggestions below on this video of the web frameworks or libraries related to JavaScript and Node you would like to see tutorials from me on future videos. Till now, I've really enjoyed making these videos and I'll love to continue making more. But videos like this in particular take a lot of time and effort on my part. So please have a look in the description for the different ways to support this channel. With that said, to come back to the topic of this video, the very last thing we have remaining to do in this project, is to complete the Our Work page. To begin, we will need to head over to our ourwork.jsx file which renders the root component for that page. There is one last thing I want to teach about Tailwind CSS, and that is you can create Tailwind components to be used as styles for HTML elements via CSS classes in order to reuse your Tailwind styles. Most often than not, it's preferred to use template partials or JavaScript components, JSX, like React to do this, because it may not be a good idea to use CSS abstraction since it may bite you on the foot. However, I think it's a good use case here to extract our styles that we used to lay out our pages because we don't expect it to be used a lot and we want those styles to remain the same. Therefore, I'd advise to use Tailwind CSS components sparingly under these two conditions. What I'm going to do now is copy this line over here from our aboutus.jsx file and head over to the index.css file to create our Tailwind CSS component. Like before, we'll use the @layer syntax again but this time to target the components layer. Simply we just declare a CSS class and paste our Tailwind styles inside the body. I'm not going to use my AI code cleaning tool this time, so I'll just quickly head over to my root files and update the appropriate lines that style the layout. Done. Now we set our focus to complete this page. For this page we'll need a header, so let's create the markup for that. The icons for the social media links can be imported from the React Icons package we installed sometime on the start of this series. That was quick. Left now is to display the three guard components we saw on our demo. We can create a component for this that takes in an image source URL, an array of objects as data, and some leading text to render a card which displays information for each of the lovely, cool penguins. With our component done, we can use it in our root component markup, but we need some extra markup to lay out the card properly. Finally, we'll need some data which I'll just paste here. You'll need these images to display the appropriate penguins for your cards, which will be available in the description below. Correct me if I'm wrong, but penguins only have two genders the last time I checked, because nowadays you never know. Oh wow! It looks like that was the last thing for us to do in this project. Let me just test out the responsiveness of this site via Chrome's developer tools. Everything looks good. Each of the roots in our website we get redirected to displays the correct root component for that root. Doesn't it feel great? You know, have become familiar with what we learned in this series? I hope so, because now we reach the conclusion of this series. I'll leave some extra resources related to what we've been learning, but also here are some project ideas of different complexities which may be suitable for you to really solidify what you've learned. That leaves me with only one last thing to do, and that is to deploy this site. I'll do this after the end of this video, but I'll share the link below for you all to check out if you would like. I hope you all enjoyed this short series and come back again for my future tutorials. Until next time, take care everyone.